Welcome everyone to Gamer Melt. Today, AMD releases information on motherboard updates for next-gen Ryzen, Intel announces Rocket Lake, the 20GB 3080 and 16GB 3070 specs and release date confirmed, and Nvidia stops selling their own GPUs? Okay, it's news time, and first up for today, AMD's next-gen Ryzen 5000 CPUs are right around the corner. And given the company doesn't look to be releasing new motherboards this time around, or possibly ever, as many believe this is the last of AM4, they've got to prep all the upcoming boards for the upcoming parts. And luckily, AMD seems to be on top of it. In a recent slide, the company goes over what you'll need for next-gen CPUs. As you can see, users need a BIOS with at least a GISA 1.0.8.0 to boot, and for the best experience, should upgrade to a GISA 1.1.0.0. I'm assuming most manufacturers will have those out for release. That is, for 500 series boards. Fortunately, AMD did give us an update on the 400 series boards, but unfortunately, the first beta releases apparently won't be coming until January of next year, meaning those with 400 boards won't be able to upgrade until at least early next year. Not only that, but we really don't know what boards will or won't be supported. It's likely up to board partners, but who knows how well things will go. For those with the 500 series, I'll have a link to the newest downloads for your boards. Just head to the link and go to the list down below. And of course, while next-gen hardware is right around the corner, why not learn how to control it with today's sponsor, Skillshare, the online learning community with thousands of classes for pretty much anything you can think of, from graphics design to animation and even web development or coding. And their classes range from beginner to intermediate and beyond, so there's something for everyone. Plus, they're constantly adding new classes, so you'll never run out of things to learn. I'm even thinking of learning C#. And the best part is that you get all of this for less than $10 a month. And the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Next up for today, it looks like Intel has already begun their fight against AMD's Ryzen 5000 CPUs. In a recent blog post by one of Intel's VPs, John Bonini, he starts out by going over Intel's love for gaming, and then goes on to reiterate their 10th gen series of CPUs just before officially revealing Rocket Lake. And this makes the first time Rocket Lake has been officially acknowledged by Intel. Of course, as many of you followed the channel, Rocket Lake has been rumored and leaked for months at this point. In fact, we've learned quite a bit about it. Remember that their desktop Rocket Lake S is set to remain on Intel's 14nm process, but it finally comes with a brand new core, so a completely different architecture. As far as how well it'll perform is up in the air, but that's somewhat the exciting part. We may finally get an IPC increase on desktop from the company. Either way, in the post he officially confirms that Rocket Lake will in fact be released in the first quarter of 2021, and that it supports PCI Express 4.0. Ultimately, it's Intel's way of going, hey, hold off on Ryzen 5000, we've got something coming. Still, with the company finally offering support for PCI Express 4.0 as well as a new core design, they're clearly working hard to compete. Whether they will is tough to say. Time, as always, will tell. Next up for today, we have confirmation from multiple sources on both the 20GB RTX 3080 and 16GB RTX 3070 specs and release date. In a story from both Video Cards and Igor's Lab, Nvidia apparently plans to release both cards in December, and hopefully by then Nvidia will actually have stock. Not only that, but according to Video Cards, Nvidia has scrapped their RTX 3070 Ti release. As for why, they aren't sure, but yield rates could be one reason. Either way, moving back to the cards that are releasing, it looks like both will actually keep the same amount of cores to their respective lower-end VRAM models. What's odd about that is that the 3090, even with its increase in cores, didn't get much of an uplift in performance. You could argue these are made for 8K, but given the price isn't absurd, they would completely cannibalize the 3090. Basically, I have no clue what the point is. Possibly just for those who want the best, or simply to challenge AMD? I don't know, but either way, it looks like they are coming. Of course, the pricing and availability are most important, so to that, we shall see. Lastly for today, I have a bit of an odd story that comes straight from Nvidia. For those who haven't kept up with the fiasco that is the RTX 3000 series, every one of Nvidia's newest GPUs ran out of stock mere minutes after their release. and they've essentially stayed that way since, with new stock only popping up for seconds before it's gone again. To make matters worse, a lot of the GPUs sold were purchased by scalpers. Well, let's just say that Nvidia's taken quite a bit of heat for it. And of course, while stock is their main issue, the company's site didn't fare very well either. From some users reporting that the site never changed from notify me to buy now to flat shutting down altogether. Well, in a new forum post by the company, Nvidia announced that they're going to begin working on their store. In the meantime, partners will be selling their Founders Edition GPUs for them. In the US, that partner is Best Buy. Unfortunately for European buyers, it looks like they're still looking, but hopefully you'll have something soon. As for how long this will last, I'm really not sure. Personally, I think they're going to just wait until they have more stock next year. Then again, maybe they really are working on a few issues with their site. Who knows though, we'll just have to wait and see. So while that does it for today, why do you think Nvidia is releasing cards with such high VRAM? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.